Good morning to all of you and welcome in Shalini Bio World. Today we will discuss about the chapter Morphology of Flowering Plants, and in this chapter we will discuss about the structure of a stem, the modification of the stem. So this is a flowering plant, as you can see, and we all know the part which is above the ground is always called as the stem, and the part which is present under the ground is always called as the root. So this is the part of the stem. How we can say that this is the part of a stem or this is a stem? So what are the characteristic feature of the stem? As you can see here, that in this part there is presence of some structures like this leaf arises from this point, and the second one leaf arises from this point, and in between these two leaves or these structures there is presence of a space. Okay, so in each and every stem there is presence of two parts. The one is the node from where leaves can arise, from where flowers can arise, from where the birds can arise, and the part which is present in between these two nodes, that is called as internode. So a stem contains nodes as well as the internode, and such type of the nodes and internodes are not present in the root. So this is the characteristic feature of the stem. If a part of the plant contains nodes and internodes or such type of the structures, then it is called as the stem. So again you can see here there is presence of some birds, there is presence of some flowers. So the part which from where it arises, that part is also called as the node, and the interstitial part between the the space between the two nodes, that is called as the internode. Okay, now coming to the next point, what are the modifications of the stems? So according to the different type of the plants, the stem can modify itself for giving some adaptations, for giving some support, for giving some protection. So there is a one plant of bougainvillea, and in the bougainvillea the stem get modified into the thorns. So you can see here there is presence of thorns in the bougainvillea. So these are the thorns in the bougainvillea. You can see here, this one is the thorn here, this one is thorn, and this one is one more thorn is here. So these are the thorns in the bougainvillea, and these thorns protect this plant from the browsing animals. What are the browsing animals? Squirrel, rabbit, these are the browsing animals. So these thorns help to protect the bougainvillea from the browsing animals, and such type of the thorns are also present in the citrus plant. Citrus means the lemon. So these thorns are also present in the citrus plant. The second modification of the stem is tendril. As you can see here, there is a presence of tendril, and such type of the tendrils are present in the cucumber. Such type of the tendrils are present in the gourds, because the fruits of these plants are too heavy and the stem is so soft. So it will not support the high weighted fruit. So that's why this stem get modified into the tendrils for support, for help in climbing the stem. So this is again a modification of a stem, tendril. And the third modification of the stem is in some of the plants, mostly in the case of the xerophytic plants, the plants which grow in the less water content, or the area where there is a less amount of water. In such area there is growth of xerophytic plants, and in these xerophytic plants the stem get modified into a flat structure like a leaf, and shows the process of photosynthesis. So as you can see, this is an example of a puntia, and in the case of a puntia the stem get modified into a flat structure, and the leaves get modified into the small bristles or thorns to reduce the surface area, and this reduction of surface area help in the means the reducement of the transpiration. So this is the flat stem of the Apuntia, and it also help in the process of the photosynthesis in Apuntia. So these all are the modifications of stem. The one is the flat stem, and the second one is the thorn in the bougainvillea, and the third example is of tendrils in the gourds. So these are the modifications of stem, and now in the next video we will discuss about the different type of the leaves, the different type of the phyllotaxy. So thank you so much.